Hi again guys, today I want to talk about the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 and the changes that are coming, or maybe not really a lot of changes. Anyway, let's talk about the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. But before we start this video is brought to you by NordVPN. Now if you don't know NordVPN, NordVPN is of course a VPN service that allows you to hide your traffic and so much more. So I'm gonna quickly explain that and show you how that is done. Again, thank you very much NordVPN for sponsoring this video, and of course, like I said, check the link in the description and get your subscription to NordVPN today. NordVPN is, if you don't know by now, a VPN service, a virtual private network that allows you to encrypt your internet traffic. It also comes in handy when you want to set up your own locations so you can watch different versions of Netflix. It will also become very useful when Article 17, previously known as Article 13, is integrated, where if you are from the EU, the chance that you are not able to watch a lot of content because of it, just like my videos, it can be passed by having a VPN service. But apart from that, with a VPN your data cannot be tracked, meaning your personal information will stay safe, even more so when you use a public Wi-Fi. And it can secure up to 6 different devices like your computer or cell phone. And with 5,000 servers and 62 different countries, NordVPN is rated the #1 virtual private network by PC Magazine. So, if you are interested in NordVPN, be sure to check the affiliate link in the description. And if you sign up with the link in the description and use code ConceptsCreator, you get 75% off for a 3-year plan plus 1 month free. So when it comes to the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, I don't think it will have a lot of changes. I think it will be very similar to what we've seen before, where the Samsung Galaxy S9 is the leading phone for the new technology, so the new CPU, and then the Samsung Galaxy Note series will follow that with some slight improvements to the mobile experience itself. So for the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, I actually expect it to be the same. However, I expect that the version that is so-called the Pro will have the same capabilities of the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G. So the time of flight sensor, but also of course the 5G capabilities. And yes, you heard that correct, there will be a 5G version of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, just like there was a 5G version of the Samsung Galaxy S10. However, it is also rumored that again it will have 2 different display sizes, something we haven't seen for the Note series. And I'm not 100% sure if this is something Samsung should touch. I'm not sure if this is something Samsung should actually do. Now for one, we get a 6.75 inch version, for which is probably the Pro version and the 5G version. And of course we get a 6.2 inch version for the non-5G, so the 4G LTE version. However, again, like I said, I'm not sure if this is something Samsung should do for their Note series. But let's wait and see how that comes out. I find it really odd when a device is split into 2 like the Note series. For the S series it works, but I feel like the Note series, it just doesn't bode that well. But with that, I also expect that the time of flight sensor will only be on the 5G version, which is a bit of a shame, because the time of flight sensor allows for better depth detection than a normal camera would. In terms of design though, there is a change that might be coming, but I'm honestly doubting that. It is rumored that it will have no buttons, which to me makes no sense. I'm not 100% sure if Samsung would do something like that. It feels really odd, and I'm not sure if this is an approach we want to see. I tested the HTC U12, I think it's called, U12 Plus, and it had buttons, but not really. And it just isn't a nice experience at all. I don't like that. Apart from that, there are some rumors that it may or may not have a headphone jack, and you know how I feel about that. If it doesn't, then I'm really not interested in the device to begin with. But we'll wait and see. I know at some time I will just have to say, okay, I have to buy a phone that doesn't have a headphone jack, even though it doesn't make any sense for a phone to not have one. But I'm not gonna rant about that in this video. I think I've done that enough about the headphone port. It's not gonna make any changes, and I fully well know that. But it's just highly frustrating how companies keep removing the better connection for audio experience. But right now, I would take the removal of the headphone jack with a grain of salt. I don't see any substantial proof for this, so take it with a grain of salt, this one. And then we also got some updated news about Samsung releasing a new sensor, a camera sensor. Now this is a 64 megapixel sensor, but not really. It's the headlines that make it really interesting. It's basically a 60 megapixel sensor that is combining 4 pixels into one that allows for a 64 megapixel image. This is basically the same they did for the 12 megapixel GM1. Now they used the same technology and that turned it into a 40 megapixel sensor, but again, not really. Now when it comes to the specifications, we pretty much know that it's going to be very similar to the Samsung Galaxy S10. It's not going to be a huge difference. So the base version will probably have 8 GB of RAM, up to 12 GB of RAM for the most expensive one. In terms of storage, we expect it to have 128 to 512, and then the 1 TB version for maybe the Pro version with a ceramic back as well. In terms of CPU, we get either the Snapdragon 855 or the Exynos 9820, and there are some rumors that the Exynos version will be updated, but I'm not 100% sure about that. It feels a bit odd again, because this is not something Samsung has done for previous phones. In terms of pricing, I expect it to be about the same as the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, but for the Pro version you will pay additional fees, of course, because it's the Pro version. And then you will pay probably about 100 euros more for the base version compared to the base version of the normal Note 10. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna try to do more of these videos like I said, so be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this kind of video, and of course subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get a notification when I upload a video. That would be much appreciated. Anyway, have a good one and talk to you guys in the next.